In the 1960s, a collection of guitars was created so that their bodies roughly resembled the outline of America. These guitars, thusly titled the Mac series, were not a novelty, nor were they some type of gimmick. They were a full production line, ready to play guitar that you could purchase right off the shelf at your local music store. And today, we're going to take a closer look at one of them. Say hello to the National Westwood 72. First introduced in 1961, the Map series by National was made in Chicago by Valco, the same company that brought you Supro, Airline, and a number of other brands that you see in catalogs throughout post-war America. These guitars came in three tiered lineups. At the top was the Glenwood 90 series, which retailed for about $290 in 1961, a price equivalent to the Fender Stratocaster of that same year. The next series was the 80s Valpro, and then finally, the series that this guitar is a part of is the Westwood 70 series. Now, the 80s and 90s series offered a number of aesthetic as well as functional features that were not available for the 70 series Westwood. However, the most notable feature was that the 80s and 90s guitars were made out of Res-O-Glas, a product similar to fiberglass that National Guitar claimed was the miracle material. While these cheaper Westwood 70 series guitars, which sold for $140 in 1961, equivalent to Fender Music Master as well as their Duo Sonic of that year, were made out of mahogany. Despite National's marketing techniques, fiberglass guitars never really took off. Instead, a majority of guitar players preferred the look, feel, and sound of wood guitars. Therefore, the 70 series guitars with their mahogany body and their maple neck have grown to be the more desired lineup from the Mac guitar series. To reduce the weight of these mahogany bodies, National decided to route the back of these guitars to an almost comedic level, and then proudly cover it up with a backplate like this. Next to the back panel, we see these three buttons, which simply cover the screws for the bolt-on neck. All of the Mac series guitars feature the Gumby headstock, notably named for the asymmetrical cartoon. A 0 fret, as well as 20 additional frets, and a 24 3/4 inch scale length similar to Gibson guitars. These guitars also feature a floating acrylic pickguard, a rosewood bridge with adjustable saddle, and a chrome tailpiece. This guitar, the Westwood 72, had a single magnetic neck pickup. The 75 added a traditional magnetic bridge pickup, and then the 77 offered a third pickup, which was called Silver Sound. The Silver Sound pickup was actually underneath the bridge, and it was a piezo style pickup. This pickup, which deceivingly looks like a humbucker, is actually a single coil, and is probably the most sought after aspect of these guitars. Unlike the narrow single coils you could find on, say, a Fender Strat, these wider coils captured a larger portion of the string's vibration and gave a massive sound. They have a really throaty mid-range and run hot. This particular one reads in at 8.68 ohms. Now the question becomes, for the 72 with its single neck pickup, why have a selector switch? The answer? Tone. Instead of selecting pickups, the three positions on this Valtrol switch select three different tone voicings for your single pickup. Position 1, towards the neck, was supposed to be a more mellow jazz tone that rolled off some of the high ends. Position 2, in the middle, is the rhythm selection. It's supposed to be the most open and natural sounding of the three. The third position towards the bridge is the solo tone. And there you have it. That was your intro introduction to this beautiful cherry red 1965 National Westwood 72. If you're interested in buying the guitar, it is for sale. I'll put a link in the description to our reverb shop, Ypsi Guitars, where we believe that every guitar has a story and every guitarist deserves the best. Take care.